How you, bro? You alright? Yeah, shout out to you, bro. Always keeping it real, you know? Keeping the people woke. You know? Might as well add on to that real quick. Little something for you and your viewers. You know, since they just been keeping it 100. Yo, son, let me ask you something. They be claiming they apes. If they really gorillas then, how come Zimmerman still walking around and ain't none of them get at them? Separation is reparations in this affirmation. Case closed, no investigation. It is what it is, no explanation. Y'all over there praying like you're gonna be saved. We ain't one and the same. He's a field nigga, he's a house nigga. Me, I'm a runaway slave. I'd rather be under a grave than under a man that come from a cave. So I'm off to get guns and grenades, but I'll be back in a couple of days. Yeah, I'm on my Django, like Jamie Foxx. Sharpshooter when I aim these shots. They like, here come the pigs, and I'm like, good, cause I came for the cops. I bang on my opposition, hip hop's been glitching since Pac's been missing. That's why none of y'all got my attention, it's repetition, I ain't gotta listen. Cause I already know what it is. Your flow gon' be flowing like his. Talking about how you're rolling the bins. I know how it starts and I know how it ends. Wait, ain't you married? How you rapping about all them hoes you got? And the clothes you rock with? You need to stop. Cause nigga, those ain't hot. Man, y'all tripping. Got these Chinese niggas frying y'all chicken. And they don't even look like chicken. Fuck around and it's probably a pigeon. God forgive them. They don't know no better. They probably a Christian, a Muslim, a hoodlum. To the system, it's no difference. I don't understand it. How you blacker than me talking about you Hispanic? Spanish a language. We the same issues, your mind's been damaged. Where this nadie? Tu estás flanqueando. I'm from the calle. They cooning like Kanye. But I'm on that shit they don't teach you in Georgia. I'm criminal minded. You can tell I'm a don by the women I ain't with. I maneuver like Heimlich. But the pressure on the stomach come from my 9-inch. Y'all probably ain't catch it. So rewind, then that part is highly suggested. I'm possessed cause my women possessive. I'm blessed and this is a blessing. You niggas gonna learn today. This is a lesson. Going to church ain't gonna get you in heaven. Nigga, your rebel's a felony. Taking your money and swelling your melon. Yeah, I'm a rebel, that's why I'm rebelling. Somebody gotta say it, so I'ma tell him. Acknowledge yourself since I was 11 and taught my son by the time he was 7. I'm the best man, though I'm not at your wedding. I help them get on, they ain't gotta get credit. I'm tipsy, off a nipsy, I'm a hustle. Until I get it, I see where y'all going, that's not where I'm headed. I'm taking a different direction, so no, we can't do a record. And just for the record, I actually feel disrespected for you even thinking. I would be shrinking down to your level. Clown, you a pebble. Trying to smell what the rock is cooking. Cause you heard I set up shop in Brooklyn. But it's still BX to the death of me. They got ingredients, I got the recipe. I hope you die in your sleep. That goes for all my foes that ever slept on me. Niggas stay woke. Huh? I don't give a fuck what you niggas wanna hear. This is what you need to hear. Stay woke. Huh? I said, no time for sleeping. The enemy creeping and we can't defeat them unless we stay woke. What? I'm like the Django, like Jamie. No time for sleeping. The enemy's creeping and we can't defeat them unless we stay woke. Huh? Remember something, those who sleep, they stay slept. The enemy never takes a day off. So why should I? Shall we begin? I said the enemy never takes a day off. How that song go? And it don't stop. Boom. But they don't never stop. Never, never stop. It is what it is, though. Shall we begin? Let me send out my notifications. You know they ain't gonna send them out.
Now, shout out to the 2,000 people in the building in the first 5 minutes. Huh? In the first 5 minutes. Make sure y'all hit the like button, right? Make sure y'all share this live. I want y'all to understand something, right? I don't like doing celebrity gossip. I hate it with a passion. But it's like Corey Holcomb said. He said the only reason why they leave him on the internet is because he disguised some of the real shit that he say with comedy. So I disguise the real shit that I say with celebrity gossip. Are you not entertained? I've been telling y'all for years. In the arena where the gladiators clashed at swords, the politicians was always being corrupt. While you watch football, basketball, baseball, by the way, it's all fake. These politicians is consistently plotting evil to stay into power. Are you not entertained? I'm so bad with sports. HASSAN Campbell being a bad dad right now. I'm missing out on my daughter's soccer games because I hate sports just that much because I understand the evil behind them. It's like a woman baking you cake. You bakes you a big cake. And this is crazy because I heard a true story of this from somebody that I know. I'm telling a true story. You got a woman that you done treated so bad. And today she done baked you a special cake. And you got fat kids in the house that didn't touch that cake. So now you looking at that cake like, damn, that cake look good. And you about ready to dig into that cake like, ooh, child, I'm going to get some of this cake, right? But then something dawns on you. And you say, hey, you call a little fat kid in the house. And you cut the cake. And you go to get a little fat kid some cake. And then you see the same wife, when you try to feed the cake to the kids, same wife that baked the cake, she smacks the cake on the floor because she done put some goddamn arsenic in the cake to kill you. That's how I look at sports. That's how I look at life. Everything is a stage in this Roman arena, or this arena where you so messed up, you actually think America is the first line of defense, and that's who we fighting for. No, you were fighting for the Roman Empire of France. Shall we begin? I didn't come here to entertain you. I came here to wake you up while you sleep. It's just crazy how in the days and times that we living in, you get an emergency broadcast system where every phone around America went off. Warning, 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 giving you a warning sign. And right after that, warning, 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 some missiles go off. Over in Afghanistan, and shout out to Herman Smalls for reading my mind. Nigga, he stayed, niggas, like, I get predictable now. In Afghanistan, they waited for the 20th year anniversary. They invaded, and they ran the colonizers out of their country. They sat back with animosity in their heart. They lived every year, every day, being strategic. Like King Vaughn and them Chicago dudes, the Get Back Gang. How when you look into the life of King Vaughn and them and how they was going back and forth, dropping each other. Well, in Afghanistan, they waited 20 years and they ran the enemy out of their territory. And they're over there in Gaza, on the Gaza Strip. Yo. So we're going to go along with this narrative that they're giving us. With the parrot. Yo, I got to go along with this because I like it. Not because I believe it, but because I like it. So let's go along with this narrative, right? So over there in the Gaza Strip, right? You got 50 years. 50 years. They waited 50 years for the 50th anniversary. They waited 50 years for the 50th anniversary. Stocked up food. Yo, they went and got some and somehow got a plane and jumped out of a plane, broke through the walls. Israel got the best. I forgot what they call their defense system, but they got the best defense system in the world. Big brother at its finest. But these peasant people on the Gaza Strip figured out a way to fly with hand gliders, 400 of them, over the defense and drop it to their land. Shoot missiles from the ocean and broke through their wall. Now, blood, sweat, and tears. They kept their animosity and waited for the day to avenge their ancestors. Yo, this should be put in a movie. Right or wrong. That's some bravery. That's the dopest scenario in the world. But here in America, the land of the thief, I mean the home of the slave, here in America, no justice, no peace, no racist police. Here in America, the home of George Floyd, the home of Breonna Taylor, huh? Hey, yo, what up, George Zimmerman? The home of Trayvon Martin, huh? We separate, yo, over here in America, we celebrating the 50th year anniversary of hip hop. Over here in America, we celebrating the BET Awards. Are you not entertained? So you mean to tell me, because you know it's crazy, right? I be arguing with our people, black people, all the time about the crime rate, for example. And the first thing they sit up there and say, I just had an argument with Lily ass over that. I can't wait to get on the internet and like really go in a debate. Because here it is, we always comparing, well, you just looking at black people. Why am I looking at white people when they white crime rate? Why wouldn't I look at my house and what we not doing in our house? So now that y'all like to compare, right? Because when R. Kelly get locked up, y'all want to sit up there and say, well, what about this one? What about Elvis? So we should free R. Kelly because of what Elvis did and Elvis got away with it? So now that y'all like to compare our race to other races, let me compare us to those Arabs. 50 years of blood, sweat, and tears. They went to sleep on rocks, pebbles. And under those rocks and pebbles, they hit AKs and AR-15s from every war, from every battle. I mean, this is the scenario that they're giving us. So I'm giving this scenario back. And they plotted for their grandmother that died in the battlefield. They plotted for their grandfather that died in the battlefield. But you, over here in America, in the land of the thief, I mean the home of the slave, we talking about the home of Rosewood. We talking about the home of Black Wall Street. We talking about those, you know, those doctors We're talking about the heart of the home of Martin Luther King. You know, when he got to the hospital, I'm still alive. Marty Marr, he was still alive until he got to the hospital. And Dr. Doom finished him, hit him in the head. Well, just put a pillow over his face. What? Take the what and leave the... You mean we talking about the home of Malcolm X? So in the 50th years of blood, sweat, and tears, hey, party people, can y'all get funky? Y'all decided to celebrate hip-hop, rap music, and wonder why you still in the conditions that you still in. While those people over there are fighting over their ancestors, over their land, you in America, still 3/5 of a man celebrating hip hop. And you know the crazy part about it is? The crazy part about it is that when shit hit the fan, and the fan, well, the shit done hit the fan and it done stank. The fan is blowing all the stink into the black community. And guess whose children is going to be on the front line in the draft pick? Which I didn't hear the announcement. 18 to 26, your children will be on the line. Now, you didn't take the time out to say, hey, I'm going to lace up my boots and get busy for the shit that happened to our people, but you will be recruited and get that notice in the mailbox so your kids can get on an airplane and go overseas to fight somebody else's shit. Now, wow. Whoa. So you decided to be cowards and stay entertained and come outside with picket signs for your people, but for their people and their war? Oh, you going to be on the front, your children are going to be on the front line of World War III. Are you not entertained? I mean, we so broke as a people.
Person, for example, who happens to be the media's pick for president of the United States.
This is not just an attack on Israel, this is an attack on America, because they hate us just as much. And what we have to understand is this is the reason that we have to unite around making sure our enemies do not hurt our friends. America can never be so arrogant to think we don't need friends, just like we needed them on 9/11. That's why Ukraine needs us when Russia's doing this. That's why Israel needs us when Hamas and Iran are doing this. And I'll say this to Prime Minister Netanyahu, finish them. Finish them. Hamas did this. You know Iran's behind it. Finish them. They should have hell to pay for what they've just done.
Hold up. Yo, she got some big kahunas. Finish him. Hit him in the head with the headshot. Did you not hear her? Yo, I like her. On some real shit, I like her because she got big balls. And she got more balls than us as a people. Did you not hear what she said? She said we got to have allies. And we got to have our allies back. That's the dopest shit I heard on the internet. And our allies got to have our back. But we ain't got each other back. I like that. I like that. It sort of reminds me of when Tamika Mallory got on the internet. It said, let AutoZone burn. Let Target burn. But we gonna get to that.
It's an attack on America, she says, when in fact it was not. And for that reason, we must, quote, finish Iran, a nation of nearly 90 million people. What are we watching here? This is not sober leadership. She's a child, and this is the tantrum of a child. Ignorant, cocksure, bloodthirsty. Yet no one in Washington scolded her for it. In fact, they aped her hysteria. Here's fellow neocon Lindsey Graham just spelling it out and calling for the bombing of Iran.
What the?
So I've been on the phone all day to the Mideast, and I've told our allies and people with connections to Iran, what I would do, I would tell Iran that if Hezbollah attacks Israel, we're going to come after you, the Iranians, and have a coordinated effort between the United States and Israel to put Iran out of the oil business by destroying their refineries. There are 4 major refineries in Iran. They're fixed targets. If Hezbollah attacks Israel, I would make Iran pay a heavy price.
What exactly would happen to the United States if we declared war on Iran and started blowing up their infrastructure? Lindsey Graham has no clue what would happen. He hasn't thought it through. He's almost 70 years old and he has no children. He doesn't care. But neither, amazingly, do most of his colleagues in Washington. They're as reckless as he is. Texas Congressman Dan Crenshaw took to social media to call for what he described as a war to end all wars, as if there is such a thing. But of course, there isn't such a thing. Wars beget more war. The bigger the conflict, the uglier and longer lasting the consequences. See World War I for details. These are not complex observations, but they seem lost on our leadership class. Alone among candidates running for the Republican nomination for president, Vivek Ramaswamy dared to suggest that actually going to war with Iran might not be in America's national interest. And for saying that, Mike Pence immediately denounced him as gutless and unpatriotic or something.
What do you think gonna happen? Here, let me block you so you ain't gotta watch this alcoholic no more. There you go. Bye. Bye. Sayonara. Arrivederci. Bon voyage, bitch. All I can say is HASSAN is what's next. These days and times are savage. Yeah, these days and times are savage. And y'all really not paying attention to what's going on in front of your lying eyes. Because when you watch and you see what's going on, you see the world on the brink of war. But at the same time, when you really look through the smoke screen, matter of fact, let me give y'all some of the smoke screen real quick and get back to the real shit. You know, because this is the shit that y'all like. And see, the sad part about it is when I tell y'all, hit the like button, or when I tell y'all, thank you for sponsoring this war. When I tell y'all my Cash App is $ Hassan Campbell, and I sit up there and say, hey, it's 3,500 people in the building. If everybody sent me $1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or whatever the case may be, you got to understand, son, they took my platform already, took my monetization. And when I have these conversations with you, every other smaller channel on YouTube's they look for me to say something that they can report back to YouTube so I don't wake you up. Now, what y'all have to decide is, do y'all want the raw and uncut Hassan Campbell, or do you want the celebrity gossip Hassan Campbell? Because I could give you celebrity gossip all day and run with the bag. I could run with the bag. Or I could show you the first steps and stages of war is speaking out against evil. When you niggas come on my Instagram page with your groupie asses, with your old looking asses, talking about do something, I am doing something. Every black man in America who's ever used his voice, because that's all we ever did, was use our voice. Oh, wow. Big Papa, Palestine loves you, Haas. Thank you for sponsoring this war, family. That's what I'm talking about. When I use my voice, there's a bullseye on my platform. When I use my voice, there's a bullseye on my forehead. Sponsoring the war, RJ Williams. That's what's up. Like, stop playing. My Cash App is $ Hassan Campbell. Y'all want me on this internet, or y'all want to find me on my own website? Y'all know I'm at the mercy of these people. I'm at the mercy of these people. If I say the wrong word, I don't have a platform no more. Y'all constantly sit up there watching and pull people in and out of the live because they don't want to show us or want us to see how powerful we really are. The last 2 lives we had 7,000 people come in the building. Lives ended with 40 and 50,000 people watching. You decide where we stand at. Here it is. You got The Rock and Oprah Winfrey, billionaires and multi-millionaires sitting up there asking for money for Hawaii when they got it. Here it is. You got America sending $6 billion over to Israel, but yet they done cut the City Phelps program all over America, but just reinstated, right? Reinstated Section 8. They reinstated Section 8 in New York City. Well, meanwhile, half the city is on their way to being evicted because they had City Phelps, and City Phelps only pay their rent for 1 year to 2 years to help you get on your feet. But these foreigners that's coming in, where it's mostly men coming over the border, mostly men are coming over the border. I don't even think I understand what this means. Y'all really don't even understand how we being sabotaged over here. Y'all really don't understand how we gonna be on the front line in the streets in America. And the crazy part about it is, the most powerful, see, when wars happen, the first thing they do is recruit your kids. So once they sit up there and they start sending that letter out, and the military come knocking, because the reality of it is a lot of these patriots don't want no parts of this shit neither. These patriots don't really want no parts of that. Because these patriots also realize that there's a war going on within America with Bill Gates. There's a war going on in America with China. Bill Gates buying all the farmland. China buying up all the land. Understand something, right? The only money that America has is the slave note, aka the black man. That's why when you look at your ID card, your name is incorporated because you're 3/5 of a man and you own the property. And the land that's being brought up and that's being taken is the land that belongs to you. And after World War III, you will never be able to claim it again. Because you don't know who you are as a people. But you know the crazy part about it is, huh? You want to know the crazy part about this shit? Those Arabs, whether it be the Israelis or whether it be the people of Gaza, they could trace back their bloodline and tell you who their great grandfather is. They could trace all the way back to the Bible times. They know intact what happened and who their people are. Over with the Dogon tribe, those people over there, they could trace back to different planets. But right here in America, in the land of the thief, I mean the home of the slave, we got did so dirty in these lands. They did us so dirty that we don't even know who our great-grandfathers is. Who's your great-grand? Oh, they just took 3. Wow. We went up almost to 6,000 people when y'all just pulled it all the way down because my voice is too powerful. We'll catch it on a playback. Those people over there know they bloodline. You don't know your bloodline because you get every time you even think about a Black Wall Street, they do you dirty. Every time you think about a Tulsa, Oklahoma, they do you dirty. And the fact that I can actually watch on the news of people, whether it be Gaza or Israel, on the battlefield, both of them fighting for what they believe is right. But the people on this earth that done the dirtiest, the people on this earth that got done the dirtiest is celebrating 50 years of hip hop. So now all these old school rappers, I don't care if it's LL Cool J, Rakim, Busta Rhymes, I don't care who it is. For the last, how many years that drill just started? From like 2018, 19, 17. In New York, when that drill scene happened, nothing but drill rappers been dropping. And these old school rappers ain't used, not near one of them, use their voice to sit up there and say, yo, our kids is out here killing our kids. Let's stop that. Nah. Y'all seen an opportunity because Africa Bambaataa thought he was going to go to Yankee Stadium and make a comeback, but the Yankees, based off of the actions of me, based off of the actions of Layla Wills, said no way in hell would Africa Bambaataa name would even be mentioned in the 50th year anniversary. So what y'all really was celebrating of the 50th years of anniversary was a pedophile. The music industry did every black rapper from the beginning of time dirty. Most of these dudes is dying broke. And the crazy part about it is the music industry is owned by those same people. Look at Mayweather. The first thing he did, money made all day, was get a jet plane and send supplies over to the richest people on the earth. Floyd Mayweather got a jet plane and sent supplies to Israel, the richest people on the earth. Meanwhile, in Flint, Michigan, where people just needed $5 million to build a pipeline to get clean water, that shit went on for decades. That's why I'm done with us as a people. We're lost. We're lost. Taymula, thank you, family, for sponsoring this war. Elisa, wise man, you. Thank you, family, for sponsoring this war. Appreciate you. Kendall, there's a war going on outside. No man is safe from no man. No man. After Israel was done flatlining the Gaza, they will tell America and Europe it's our duty to take the surviving refugees. Yeah, pretty much. You can see that shit a mile away. But the truth of the matter is, I don't think you understand. They're not going to tell us nothing out of America because this is the war, as they say. This is the war to end all wars. This is the war to end all wars. You know why? Because this is the war to bring in the new world order. Do you understand that we're now going into the era of smart cities? How do you think they're going to build smart cities? In order to get to the new, you got to get rid of the old. We already seen what happened in Hawaii. How you get a hurricane that starts a fire, and the hurricane don't put out the fire, but the fire gets so hot that the hurricane and the winds and the rain don't put it out, but it melts everything, and somehow, some way, all the children on the island disappeared. Where Oprah is at, where The Rock is at. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? What is The Rock cooking? The Rock is cooking them children. Oh, speaking of The Rock, hey, they just let out the list on Epstein. And guess whose name is on the list? Chris Rock. Wow. Men really, 100, they've been sleeping on. Yeah. Keep speaking the truth, Haas. You appreciate it. We so-called black people need to do better. We done already. These rappers got the black community in a headlock. They the ones that's rocking you sleep deliberately. Malcolm Russell, preach Haas, teach. Thank you, family, for sponsoring this war. Roski, there's 3 Microsofts in my area. They told them that they can buy no more land, and there are what they think, and they are in the area they think. Did you see Amir Stoudemire said about Israel and the black people? No, I didn't see that. Our government has sold us out to get to the Second Amendment, and wait, we all got to somehow come together. See, here's the thing, right? XOXO, thank you for sponsoring this war. Here's the thing, right? What y'all don't realize is they're not leaving no room for Donald Trump to get back into office. The ink has dried, the pen has lifted, and these warmongers is going to do whatever it takes to get to their final destination. And the reality of it is, they don't care at the expense of whose children, our children, whose children, our children. When the shit was going on in the community with Breonna Taylor, Breonna Taylor, right? When America was going crazy over there trying to get justice from these rogue police over here, nobody from overseas came to America to aid us. Nobody from overseas came over here to say, hey, did y'all really put the knee on the neck of Fentanyl Floyd and choke him to death? Did y'all really do? Nobody came over here with any care. But now, because these people decide to put their war on our TV screens, our children got to go overseas to fight for them and their problems. And I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. I don't care if it's the Gaza side or the other side. None of them don't give a damn about us. All I really want to say is they don't really care about us. Because the reality of it is, if they got the opportunity to get on top, back in power again, the Arabs did the black people in slavery worse than the white people. And just because I'm Muslim, I'm not going to sit up there and sugarcoat that shit. So the question is, because in Libya, for the last few years, they've been selling black people body parts over there in Africa. So when you sit back and you think about it in America, the land of the thief, the home of the slave, when you sit back and you think about all that shit over here, whoever wins this war, what does it mean for the black man of America? Because every time we try to get something for ourselves, they take it from us. And the only thing that we could ever achieve in this world, where our children get to look at you and you look to amount to be something, is a fucking rapper. Or a stink-ass actor. And all the rest of us, all we get to do is live poor and die poor. BR Spells, me and my wife support you, brother. You the realest. Thank you, family. Appreciate you. YGNK, baby. Thank you, family. Appreciate you. Say, Mullah, we are the real Hebrew Israelites. They are the Jewish. What we are weak-ass people that keep looking at these stupid-ass rappers. The people over there, whether they right or wrong, whether it be the Israelis or it be the Gaza, the people of Gaza, they're fighting for what they believe in. While we sitting over here watching these punk-ass rappers. It makes me sick. How they'll sit up there and give $100 million to a nigga like Gillie so he can sit up there with Wallow and keep you entertained with $1 million worth of stupid fucking game, and y'all fall for that shit. Them niggas don't give a fuck about you. Because they don't never really speak on the real. As a matter of fact, the nigga Gillie actually sat up there and posted that he stands with Israel and he's Muslim. Are you kidding me? How about we just sit up there and say, as people of America, stop the violence? Is there anything wrong with that to say, hey, we want to see the Israelis live and we want to see the people of Gaza live too? Can we say that? Can we not take no sides and say stop the violence? How about that? Can we sit up there and do what they should have did during the 50th year anniversary of hip hop and say what? What's the one song that I told y'all they didn't play in the 50th anniversary of hip hop? Let me see it in the comment section. What song they didn't perform? Self-destruction. You're headed for self. They didn't want that message out. They didn't want that message out. And then what do they do to Hassan Campbell? They know my voice is powerful, so what they did was they spanked me, took my monetization to shut me up. I had to take every video down so they couldn't take my goddamn page. But niggas asked me, what am I doing? For 6-7 months, I had to go without a check, without even it's a good thing I saved money for rainy days to be able to take care of my family. That's why when people be sitting up there, like, nah, when I first came on YouTube, I ain't asked for nothing. Now I put a target on my head. Nigga, hit that Cash App up. $ Hassan Campbell. Hit that super chat up. Sponsor this war. Ain't shit for in life for free. Your mouth will get you murdered. Yeah, your mouth. Running your mouth will get you murdered. That's why you hear all these sucker people sitting up there saying, you know, when you see, like when I see on Instagram or Facebook, people put the post up. That's why I'm just over here minding my business. You minding your business because you pussy. I was made for this shit. I was made to be a soldier. You minding your business because you pussy. That's why. How the fuck you live in the land of a thief? I mean, the home of a slave, and you talking about you minding your business about what? Your ancestors, you've been at war for over 1,000 years. You've been at war for over 1,000 years. What do you mean you minding your business? What do you mean? What, I gotta play with Shorty said again? Oh, she got balls. I'm feeling her. If you have the time, look into the video. Amir Stoudemire and talking and F black people because we don't support it. You know what? At the end of the day, and thank you for sponsoring this war. At the end of the day, you know what? I guess I can't really get mad at Mayweather or Stoudemire. You know why? Because those people own. Remember, the Roman Empire, right, owns all of this, and they own these celebrities, and they keep them rich to keep us stupid. Why would anybody want to side with somebody poor black? We sponsor and pay for our own self-destruction. Every time these rappers go into the studio, they making a song about murdering somebody that's suffering just like them. Then niggas sit up there, right, get on different platforms and try to slick talk. I've been playing Lord I Can Stay Woke for years. That's why we made it. I was playing Five Guard, Black Lives Don't Matter for years. What, y'all forgot? You gonna let these niggas brainwash y'all and act like Five Guard didn't make positive music? Me and Five Guard might have fell out, but that song that he made, and shout out to him because we be falling out with each other, but I don't want no smoke with nobody when there's a bigger war, a bigger picture. Huh? Y'all gonna act like y'all didn't hear me playing this song every day?
Where's all the fathers at?
Where's all the fathers at?
Gunning each other down in the street.
Huh?
Where's all the uncles at? While these young boys is gunning each other down in the street. Where's all the gangsters at? Where's the OGs?
Five Guard, what up?
You dudes that claim all this OG shit. What is the purpose of talking about how much of an OG, how much of a gangster you are when you cannot stop these babies from killing babies?
That boy is Benny Hunter.
Fuck all your chitter chatter. Black lives don't matter. Kill each other for the master. Disappear like abracadabra. They eat, get fatter. The recipe of a disaster. Bullets fly, niggas scatter.
Black lives don't matter.
Fuck all your chitter chatter.
Black lives don't matter.
Kill each other for the master. Disappear like abracadabra. They eat, get fatter. The recipe of a disaster. Bullets fly, niggas scatter.
Black lives don't matter.
Who blicky or choke? Shit don't matter to parole. I was gang, never gang bang. I was all about the dough. Your big homie, he was slow. I was always on the go. They was jealous of the flow. Your sis messy, fucking all of the bros. Ho, poor shame to the set. They only fade through sex. And fucking with the big jacks. Bitches getting faded, give a neck, then move to the next set. That's why we can't get respect. That's why we live and die in debt. Big homies keep laying shit, slime niggas need chin checks. They say women lie, men lie, but I ain't got no regrets. I ain't never been pressed, nigga press me, nigga get death. You either fucking with my philosophy or you banging with the rest. All that in between, playing both sides, shit, get niggas left. Fuck politics, niggas slithering, act funny, I'm direct. You breed the niggas to be less, and settling for even less. All these niggas sound the same, and do the same thing, they a mess.
Fuck all your chit chatter. Black lives don't matter.
Kill each other for the master. Disappear like abracadabra, they eat, get fatter. The recipe of a disaster, when bullets fly, niggas scatter.
Black lives don't matter.
Fuck all your chitter chatter.
Black lives don't matter.
Kill each other for the master. Disappear like abracadabra, they eat, get fatter. The recipe of a disaster, when bullets fly, niggas scatter.
Black lives don't matter.
Frustrated, I'm just feeling like I'm castrated when I'm chasing paper. Mass shooters on a black man and a MAGA hat's always in the paper. Black hatred, I don't trust you niggas cause my own kind trying to zone a nigga. Black lives don't matter to me cause my same brother's trying to earth a nigga. Why nigga? Same struggle that you have, I'm trying to survive nigga. Please go and use your mind nigga. If you don't then you die nigga. Why you moving like you suicidal or being controlled by a fucking body? I will move on a fucking writing but I'd rather die than stand beside you. Enslaved, niggas killing just to get paid. What the court state? Enslaved, Gucci and Louis Vuitton but never got rent paid. What a joke, what the world say. We gon' collapse like the world trade. Catch a case of cocaine. We contribute to the jail trade. We was never given mercy. Black lives never mattered to them. They don't want to see survival from us. 12 want to put hollows through us. Who am I? Black lives. If I die, then there's no cries. Who are y'all? Black lives. Same niggas kill their own kind.
Fuck all the chit chatter. Black lives don't matter. Kill each other for the masters.
Disappear like abracadabra, they eat, get fatter. The recipe of a disaster, when bullets fly, niggas scatter.
Black lives don't matter.
Fuck all your chitter chatter.
Black lives don't matter.
Kill each other for the master. Disappear like abracadabra, they eat, get fatter. The recipe of a disaster, when bullets fly, niggas scatter.
Black lives don't matter. That should have been the #1 song in the country. But niggas was acting, the industry act like they didn't hear that song. That should have been the #1 song in the country. Don't tell me, oh, about the music. I've been playing everybody's music, trying to show everybody love when I could be a selfish nigga. That song, yeah, y'all missed that song, right? The Romans do own the industry. One of the rich partners just went to Italy to go to the Vatican for the ritual practice, and he's in the industry. Yeah, of course. Thank you, family. Appreciate you. Y'all gonna sit up there and tell me y'all don't miss that song, the energy of that song? Huh? That's the type of songs that I inspired. Hear my name, you hear the sound on the intro? Where's all the fathers at? Where these young boys dying in the street? Where's all the mothers at? Where's all the hip hop pioneers at? When all these drill rappers were sitting up there watching these drill killers. It actually took for a white DJ Drewski, to say, I'm not playing this shit no more. This is getting ridiculous. Then the mayor, listening to me, said, I'm gonna put an end to it. And as soon as Mano and the rest of those puppets, puppet, the line. When Jesus come back, whose side are y'all gonna be on? When Jesus come back, who's gonna be his enemy? Huh? When Jesus come back, Jesus walk, when he comes back, the return of Christ, when he come back, who's siding with him? Or will y'all be on this earth doing the devil's dirty work? When Jesus left, he had enemies. These prophets that was here, they left Bibles. They left Qurans. They left guidelines. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. But somehow, you let some dirty, dusty politicians convince you that you must get on an airplane and invade somebody else's land to fight for what? Gold, oil, drugs? Oh, God. Gold, oil, and drugs. Right, that part. It's 5,600 people in the building. Hit the like button. Type in the comment section, 5,600. Because when this goes off, they're going to try to say we didn't even have that. They're trying to keep the numbers low. And as soon as I said 56, they pulled us down to 46, which means they pulled 1,000 people just that fast out of the comment section. Y'all see it? And I'm going to keep pointing this shit out because it's disgusting. I'm just trying to figure out if it's the CIA doing it or the FBI. We see you. We watching. You doing it right in front of our lying eyes. Capomatic, God is King, support the war, Cleveland to the Bronx. Thank you, family. Appreciate you. Like, come on, man.
For
the clip I just talked about with Alexa, where the man asked the machine yesterday, what's happening with the 2024 election?
Hey, want to hear some? Alexa, who will win the next American election?
The 2024 American election will not take place. There will be no winner. War Powers Resolution of 1973 or the War Powers Act will be invoked by the act of war with Russia and China. Once an invoked, the standing party will retain and remain in power.
Do y'all understand? Once China invades America, do you understand China has the biggest population of people on this planet? Do y'all understand that China has the biggest military on this planet? Do you understand that it is inevitable when this war breaks out between China and America? Do you understand that China will invade America? But it won't just be China. The sad part about it is, do y'all understand? The same way America is backing Ukraine, do you understand that certain countries in Africa is backing Russia? Y'all getting ready to see a fight like y'all ain't never seen in y'all life. Yeah. Y'all gonna see a fight like y'all never seen in y'all life, because now, for the first time, the black people of America, you know, the ones they said came over here on the slave shit, now you finally get to face your ancestors fighting with Russia. American black fighting with America. And the Africans over in Africa are standing with Russia because Russia stood with them when Ukraine stood against us. Do you understand the evils that's knocking at your door? I mean, because with these people, it's clear whose side and what side they're on. But whose side is you on? Where do you stand in this fight that don't belong to you? What you think that while they over there fighting over there for the dominance to dominate the world and world power, that they gonna let you sit in America and scheme and plot? Nah, y'all wouldn't do that. Because while they were scheming, I'm gonna say it again. Afghanistan, at the 20th anniversary, they ran out the colonizer. They waited 20 years and ran them out. In the Gaza Strip, while you were celebrating 50th years of hip hop, they waited 50 years to get revenge on the nigga that killed their cousin. They said, oh, you thought you was going to get away with that shit you did to my great granny? But you, over here in America, well, they like to turn our TVs off. I mean, back in the days when I used to go to church and Charleston White, you stole this shit from me, you bitch ass nigga. I hate when y'all steal my shit. You know, in church, we used to sit up in the church being hot with the fan. I've been saying this, stop stealing my shit. You in there with the fan and you fanning yourself with the fan, and you look at the fan. I'm a little kid in church, I'm looking at the fan. And on the fan, there is an alligator and a black baby. I'm like, what? Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Y'all actually had the fans with the black babies on it because they used to feed the black babies for bait for the alligators. But them niggas over there in Gaza, they said, nah, we're going to get that. This is the get back game. We're going to get you for what you did to our cousin. Nah, not over here. Not over here, not in America, not in the land of hip hop. Where the Roman Empire gets to make black men put on skirts. Looking like they ready to be finger popped. Got black men running around with skirts looking like they ready to get finger popped. Hit them in the head with the, Take the what? And while you want to break a World War III, and these people over there fighting for what they believe in, you got niggas like Kevin Gates. That should make me want to throw up. What you do in your bedroom is what you do in your bedroom. That's your business. He took a black woman he don't know from a hole in the wall, who was happy to meet him, a fan of his music, sat her on a chair in front of all the slave masters, in front of all the colonizers, in front of everybody who hates us as a people, and spit that in her mouth. The mother of civilization. He took the mother of civilization in front of a bunch of uncivilized people and spit that in her mouth. Are you not entertained? I wish I could pause what I saw. Yeah, I understand when people kiss, they swap spit. I understand that. That's a passion between somebody that's being intimate with each other. He pulled that woman out of the stage, pulled her on stage, made her a part of his rap performance, and humiliated her as part of his humiliation ritual. But when he humiliated her, he humiliated the mother of civilization. And they say that she was pregnant. He devalued her. What man in his right mind will ever wipe that woman after what she did? And the sad part about it is, people keep sitting up there saying she let him do that. I don't think she knew that he was going to do that. And then after he did that, the shock of what he did, she didn't know what to do. All she could do was sit there. But after she got back home, and she got to watch herself, after she got back home, and she got to see everybody reaction, she's humiliated. He treated that woman like she was less than shit. Are you not entertained? You mean to tell me you had thousands of people that went to that arena to pay to see that sucker nigga do that sucker shit? I was just sitting back for days, not even making videos, watching. Pure evil. Look at the state of black people. On one side, you got Fat Joe running around giving out sneakers, not land, not houses, not real estate classes, sneakers to convince you to buy some more goddamn sneakers. On the other side, you got Jim Jones running around passing out them funky ass glasses. Where is Tupac when you need him? Oh, that's right. So during the 50th year anniversary, they decide that they want this nigga to go on a campaign to tell everybody that he killed Tupac, and the whole industry knew he killed Tupac, and nobody did nothing. I don't want to see no more interviews. I'm going to say this shit again. From none of these niggas that was cool with Tupac, because y'all all knew who killed Tupac, and now y'all want to do interviews. Eat a dick up to your hiccup, my nigga. All of you. So if you feel like the shoe fit, lace that bitch up. All you niggas now that knew who killed Tupac and sat back for all these years quiet, go back to being quiet, coward. Because one thing that they showed us over in Gaza is that when you love somebody, you get on a battlefield, you wait till the time is right, and you hit him in the head with the headshot. Not get on fucking the internet and start doing interviews. Yo, I swear to God, I wish I could be sitting inside the room with these niggas doing interviews and throw tomatoes dead in their face while they sitting up there talking about Tupac. You ain't gonna do nothing to the nigga that killed your cousin? Y'all got Gillie bitch ass sitting up there talking shit to Birdman. Y'all don't see the humiliation rituals? Huh? While the world is on the brink of World War III, Gillie is controlled. Birdman is controlled by the Roman Empire. They are controlled. Do you not understand that they are being told to keep you distracted? Now all of a sudden, Jada Pinkett, a woman that we loved growing up. We loved Jada. We loved Jada. Everything about Jada. But part of her humiliation ritual, she got to keep destroying her and her husband. So now, today, on a verge of World War III, they want her to finally tell us, well, her and Will haven't been together in 7 years. Well, the fact of the matter is, Will Smith ain't never really wanted to be with a woman, according to, allegedly, because Quincy Jones and the rest of the energy took his goddamn, his manhood. They turned him out, giving him orgasms in his asshole. Are you not entertained? Calm down, Haas. What? I mean, who on the internet really talking like me? I mean, they talking about me. Niggas is doing interviews and having people talk about me. But who's really talking like me other than Charleston White stealing my shit? There can only, how R. Kelly said, there can only be one me. You know why? Because this is who I am. This is how I think. This is how I wake up. This is how I go to sleep. This is how I feel. You know what it's like to have somebody that you love get murdered and never get revenge? But then you know that in your blood, the reason why black people, the reason why you rappers, why you in the studio talking about you gonna rock his snipe box, you gonna turn his TV off, you gonna night that nigga. You doing that because that's the blood of your ancestors. Inside your blood is screaming for revenge for the shit that was done to your ancestors. But because you have been programmed, they taught you to see through the blood. Because during the days of slavery, right? When the buck breaking was going on, and the colonizer was making sweet love to you in the most violent way, impregnating you, having kids, have kids, you became your slave master. So now you see your people through the eyes of the slave master. Now when you look at your brother, you see them through the blue eyes and blonde hair of your slave master. So when you go in the studio, all you can think about is writing the lyrics to kill somebody that look just like you. Shall we begin? Are you not entertained? This is not why you here? Throw the whole rap game in the garbage. Matter of fact, it's already slowly sinking. Hey, yo, and as soon as I touch Instagram, right? You can't make this shit up. I didn't even plan on showing y'all this. As soon as look at Sexy Red. Look. Come on, let's turn the black woman into a smut. Look at her. Dirty toenails in her mouth. Are you not entertained? This is who your kids is looking up to. I'd rather my kids remember this day of this storyline that they told us. The storyline of Hamas and Israeli. I'd rather my kids watch those people fight a war of whatever they believe in than watch my people on the internet suck on dirty toes. I'd rather see Hamas and Israel fight they battle the way they fight they battle than to look on the internet and see black women with toes in their face, toes in their mouth, black women with dudes spitting down their throat. And I'm like, the fuck is so funny? Like on some real, or really though, the fuck is so funny? What are we really laughing at? Jokes on who? The joke's on you, Jack. That's what's funny. Us. We are funny. We are the joke. We the ones that don't have nothing. Not a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. We the ones that don't have no leaders no more. So now all of a sudden, Fat Joe parading around with the president, with the vice president, with the goddamn mayor. Something just ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Keep waiting for God to come back. While your kids is overseas. Keep waiting for God to come back or God to send Jesus back. Keep waiting. Sitting over there fighting for somebody else's fucking problems, but nobody will get on a plane to come over here and fight for yours. Ain't shit funny about dead babies. Ain't shit funny about people getting up there talking about, yo, there ain't nothing funny about war. And the sad part about it is, you got patriots out there, people in the American military that knows at the end of the day, at some point in time, they got to get on a plane and go fight that war over there when there's really getting ready to be a war on the front line in America. What you think gonna happen when they start attacking Iran? And all these sanctions happen. When Russia's sitting up there talking about they cutting sanctions for our heat supply. So you mean to tell me that there's a possibility that our heat is gonna go up? The price and the cost of heat is getting ready to go up. The price and the cost of gasoline is getting ready to go up. So you mean to tell me that Donald Trump, the dude that been hanging out with black celebrities, became public enemy #1 when he was helping black people before he got into office. Now, all of a sudden, after Kamala Harris locked up so many black people, now she hanging out and having fucking rap parties at the White House? Take the what and leave the what? Damn, you've been bamboozled. Niggas. Your thoughts on the City Girl album name? I don't know a fucking thing about a City Girl album. One half of the time that I even look in celebrity gossip is to entrap you motherfuckers to come over here so I could talk some real shit. City Girl. take the what? Shit is a joke. You want to break a World War III? We got to sit up there and look at this. Niggas is trying to figure out, is it really over? Is it over between Pap and Remy? Will she take him back? What? Who cares? Like, really though, who really cares? If it's over between Pap and Remy, who cares? Y'all want to know the truth? Here's the real truth, right? Between Pap and Remy. See, Pap, he done ran into a little bit of money right now. Remy helped him get on his feet. Now she's showing her ass. Let's go along with they scripted scenes of love and hip hop. So now, Pat, he the man. He all cleaned up. He got nice diamonds on him, nice gold. Remy has always been a washed up bitch, who I think bought a body. I could be wrong, allegedly. Build a bitch. Always had a dog face. The makeup made her look like something. The money made her look like something. Her rap career is over. Now she's in battle rap. The bitch is going on 50 years old. Now she gonna see what she's really worth. That 25-year-old boy that got her in the Boston Crab, he gonna suck up the last little bit of pennies of that broke bitch. Then he gonna kick her to the curb because he gonna want a 25-year-old chick. And not that 50-year-old chick that's going on. And Remy's about to get a taste of her own washed up medicine, because as she get older, she's gonna go back to looking like the ugly tomboy version of herself. She gonna go back to looking like the ugly and yuck. Yeah, Remy ain't never been a looker. The money made her look like something. Pat made her look like something. They look like something together. They look like black love. Now she about to go back to looking like boom bap. That bitch about to go back to looking like Castle Hill. Shout out to Castle Hill. RJ Williams, fix your sound highs. Can y'all hear me now? Wow, they cut my audio off? Y'all can hear me? Okay. I guess some people could, some people can't. But the show must go on.
Being real. I'm being real. Rap music is down 40% this year. I'll say it again. Rap music is down 40%. Check the charts. Check the math. I don't make the rules. I do not make the rules. It's down 40%. What are we as rappers, producers, composers, etc. gonna do about this shit? Because it's down 40% this year. Check the charts. Do your research. It's a fact.
Yeah, the jig is up, man. The bullshit, the jig is up. You're going to actually have to start doing real work again. You're going to have to find artists that make real music. Shout out to Juicy J, because I can hear the concern in your voice as a real artist, right? But the jig is up. You can't keep putting out bullshit music. You can't keep trying to force feed the public and the consumers music that they don't want. You can't find TikTok artists and try to turn them into big artists because you put 100 videos out and you put them on in every algorithm and make us see them 1,000,000 times and they get 1,000,000 views. You can't keep tricking the consumer to think they stars when they trash. The jig is up. A&R is gonna have to start doing some work again. You're gonna have to start finding real artists. You're gonna have to find artists that really care about the culture and the craft and put together product of substance. Niggas who actually make music.
You sound stupid. Talking about the jig is up. Nigga, that's what I told you with Tamika Mallory. The jig is up. Now you using my shit, my song? Now you using my sayings again? The jig is up. Remember that? The jig is up. Nigga, like, come on, stop it, man. Can y'all have some type of originality? Like, please. I ain't gonna lie to mice. It kind of hurt my feelings when I seen Tamika Mallory, that don't even rap, performing at the Hip Hop Awards while you was at there backstage after all that George Floyd shit. They wouldn't even let you get on the mic and rock the mic. Yeah, the jig is up, my nigga. Restart the live. The number... Can y'all hear me? Because they're going to keep playing with the numbers regardless of what. We know they're not going to stop playing with the numbers. We know they're not going to do that. There's 4,000 people back in the building. Hit the like button, man. Share this video. Get the notifications out. Oh, they trolling? Come on, man. I love hip-hop. I'm from the home of hip-hop. I was raised by the first family of hip-hop, the Zulu Nation. The home of hip-hop, the Bronx River Projects, where the legendary parties was at. Legendary parties, right? So I love music. But I'm getting sick and tired of hearing the same old shit. I'm getting sick and tired of seeing the same old rich niggas coming back to the same old broke hood, selling us the hood. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick of it. Then when niggas send me their music on Instagram, I be trying to help niggas, but it's like, damn. You can't be 50 years old still talking and rapping like it's 1990. Your mindset is enslaved. Let me ask y'all a question, right? When y'all in the studio, this for all you rappers. When you in the studio and World War III is going on, you still gonna be in the studio rapping about selling crack? We ain't even got crackheads no more. You still gonna be sitting up there talking about selling coke? I was watching a battle just recently, because I don't really watch battle rap too much no more. And I was watching Goods versus Calico. I love Goods. Goods is one of my favorite battle rappers. But I was listening to him rapping about selling drugs, and the shit just turned my stomach. Because as you start to get older, I was always taught the game is sold and not told. There is nothing cute about rapping about selling a brick. But we so mentally fucked up. Your mother was a crackhead and you watching a rapper rap about selling crack. The first thing that should come to your mind when you listening to a rapper brag about selling crack is the horror stories and all the fucked up shit that you had to witness while your mother was sucking $5 dick to get high, and you were sitting in the house waiting for some Roman oodles and noodles and franks and beans because she could barely fucking feed you. You see how mentally fucked up we are? That's why it's like, yo, there ain't no us. Life is like The Walking Dead. You got to find people that you can identify with, and y'all got to move together. Because this trying to save black people shit is too late. It's going to take a miracle. Baby, it's going to take a miracle. In order to save black people, it's going to take a miracle. Because our minds is mentally fucked up. Those people over there in the Gaza Strip are living under some of the worst conditions in the world. Worse than us. And all they mind was on was get back gang. Over here in America, we sitting up here scoring points for our enemies and bragging about it. CIA and FBI put coke and crack and dope in the black community. And now black people sells coke, crack, and dope and fentanyl to their own family members, and they turn around and call a nigga that tell on them a rat. Nigga, once you joined the CIA and the FBI, you became a rat. You a Benedict Arnold. You committed treason on your people. And then you brag about selling crack. If God gave you a #1 hit, and the duty, if God gave you a #1 hit in the devil's recording studio, on the devil's radio station, I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, it's going to be some evil, wicked shit with you talking about killing somebody that look just like you. The game is rigged, man. And ain't none of these niggas who they all say they ain't none of these niggas who they say they are. Yeah, if y'all got a problem with the sound, go out and come back in. Go out and come back in. I'm not going back out and coming back in again. Unless I'm having sex. Come on, niggas is gang stalking. Like, get out of here with that shit. They hate to see a nigga still on top. Y'all need to step your conversations up. That shit's sad. We embarrassing as a people. We embarrassing. We are embarrassing. Niggas is celebrating 50 years of hip hop. Like, what? Niggas plays y'all for a fool. Everybody plays the fool. Sometimes I'm tired of playing the fool. Like, nah. I don't want to play the fool. Whoa, I'm a federal employee. I'm not a rat. I help disaster victims by law. I guess that's not too important to the community. Others built like me too. Let me tell you something, man. And I just seen somebody else steal my shit again. I think it was Gillie or Wallow wanted to Wallow. Stop stealing my shit. On my platform is when I sit up there and I say, shout out to the sanitation workers. Shout out to the janitors. Right? Because people don't want to see the janitors. The ones that keep the city clean. The sanitation workers. Huh? No. Them teachers that's sitting up there with them bastard kids in the Board of Education. Because you know Brenda got a baby. And the Board of Education is raising that fucking kid. Now, we don't shout them out. We don't shout them out. Everybody want to be a bitch-ass rapper. And I ain't gonna even lie, as much as I love hip-hop, as much as I'm starting to hate it. As much as I love it, is as much as I hate it. I want y'all to understand something. When I play music on my platform, it's because I'm showing love. But the reality of it is, I can't stand that shit no more. I'm trying to help people achieve their goals and at the same time, spark people to make better music where we can love on each other. I'm sick and fucking tired of hearing about Chris Sean and Blueface. I'm sick and tired. I swear to God, may he forgive me, but I be wishing bad on these niggas because that's what they put in front of us. That's what the fuck they parade in front of us. I even have people who sit there tell me, oh, I don't watch you with your celebrity gossip, but they'll watch Chris Sean and fucking Blueface. I'd rather die than watch Chris Sean and fucking Blueface. I think that shit is embarrassing. I done seen plenty of bitches get their ass beat. I done seen plenty of abusive niggas. I used to be that nigga. Worse than him. I don't want to see that shit. Got a little dusty bitch on the internet talking about her pussy pink and her doodle hole brown. Like, ew, she looked like a doodle hole. Little bitch looked like an ugly version. Well, because he ugly too. Of Young Thug. I'm sick and tired of the hypocrisy. Niggas that sit up there and call me all types of gay because of what happened to me as a child, but to sit up there and praise you, talk about free Young Thug for what? So he could come back to Hollywood and put a dress on? And some nail polish on? Screaming sex money, what? Pistol Pete would have slapped the shit out of that nigga back in the days if he would have came to Soundview with a skirt on. Y'all niggas is bugging. Forever, YouTube not the same without you, Haas. Welcome back. Shall we begin? It's just that y'all got to understand something, right? When I come back to YouTube, I'll be falling back because I already know at some point in some time, I'm going to say some shit. They're going to take my platform. And then you people, y'all not supporting me on Patreon. Well, y'all at on my Patreon. If they take my platform, y'all not going to know where to find me at. They're going to shadow ban me. So y'all going to go over to patreon.com and hold me down? Hassan Campbell? Or y'all going to go over to Rumble 14? Hassan Campbell on 14 on Rumble and hold me down? Because y'all know sooner or later they're going to try to take this platform. Because ain't nobody else talking like me. I'm one of the last of a dying breed. Y'all see what they do in the Rizza Islam? Y'all see what they did to a lot of people. Alex Jones. Young Jock stole your line about the Jezebel spirit. Young Jock got a Jezebel spirit. Fuck is he talking about? He was dressing up like a bitch too. We need our movie theaters back. Whitestone, Parkchester. Are you not entertained? Refresh your sound, bro. It's off and on, folks. For like 10 minutes, you got to go out and come back in. You probably got to go back out and come back in because this platform is probably doing that. It does that sometimes. Go out and come back in instead of probably doing. Rizza Islam come with a crazy message. I say take the message and leave the messenger. It is what it is, man. Somebody got a message, a real message, because Rizza's coming with a real message, especially when it comes to them experimental drugs that they trying to put in us. I respect it. They demonetized Doggy Diamond. Well, I wouldn't wish that on Doggy, even though he helped have he flagged me. He flagged me. China Mac flagged me. All them niggas flagged me back to back. Almost made me lose my channel. Then I lost my monetization. So I mean, in this world, I wouldn't wish that on him though. He got a family to feed. I wouldn't wish that on him. I don't think that's funny. Them niggas thought it was funny that happened to me, but I don't think it's funny. Everybody got a family to feed. And then we get on this plantation called YouTube, and then we start slandering each other and try to stick knives in each other's back, all for the love of the industry. I don't love the industry. I don't want to be friends with nobody in the industry. And I'm gonna tell you something too, right? Because I hear the slandering going on by niggas slandering me, and I'm not even gonna say these corny ass niggas' name and give them no shine. But what I am saying is, first and foremost, right? I never, ever wanted to be in the industry. That's number one. Number two, I was supposed to written my book years ago. I never, ever wanted a book deal from nobody. You know why? Because I got 500,000 people following me. Why the fuck would I want a book deal with somebody going to give me 1% of what the fuck I wrote? I got 500,000 people that they showing me that's following me. You think I want a book deal with somebody that's going to dumb me that the fuck out of here? I haven't even written one page out of my book yet. That's because my childhood trauma was so bad, I don't even want to go through the memories. So when niggas sit up there and tell you that Haas came in this looking for a deal for what? Stop lying. A deal for what? I'm still not looking for a deal. The only deal that I would have been looking for at this point in time is a podcast deal, maybe through Spotify. And if the money ain't matching, if the money ain't sounding right, then why would I even do that? Because Academics got a Spotify deal, but do you see him really posting on Spotify like that? No, you see him going harder on YouTube, so that lets me know that Spotify ain't kicking out that $100 million worth of game. If they not giving me no money like that, I don't want your motherfucking deal. I'm doing good by myself. As a matter of fact, that's why I tell the 4,700 people that's watching me, thank you for sponsoring this war. Now hit that motherfucking super chat up, nigga. Hit the motherfucking super chat up. If 4,700 people in the building gave me $1, I'm good. To next month, nigga, my monthly bills is $10,000 in just one house. Go through the door. Through the door. Do y'all realize that I purposely insulted everybody in the music industry? Do you realize that I done went at it with everybody, Jay Prince, with all the killers? So you think that I want to go through the door of the same people that killed Michael Jackson? You think that I want to go through the door with the same people that was at the awards when Whitney Houston got murdered in the bathtub? I would never go through that door. Y'all sound stupid. Potville, thank you for sponsoring this war, family. I don't never want to go through that door. That's a deadly door. Justin, bless up, Haas. Thank you for sponsoring this war. Appreciate you. Fuck Rashad Jamal. I hope that nigga burn inside that jail cell. Don't bring that nigga name up in my goddamn comment section. That nigga touched kids. And I don't like nobody that touched kids. I don't give a fuck about him stealing Young Pharaoh whole style. The nigga stole Young Pharaoh whole style after Young Pharaoh lost his mind. Now he sound like Young Pharaoh and Dr. York. Get the fuck out of here with that nigga. Fuck Rashad Jamal. Straight up. Straight up. Don't come over here talking about no Rashad Jamal. Y'all keep on praising these goddamn kitty pedophiles. Yannick Mulongo, thank you, family, for sponsoring this war. Alana Jones, thank you, family. Appreciate you. Y'all love these niggas because they could talk. Y'all love these kids. Y'all love these kids touching niggas like, nah, man, not over here. Not me. But you went through the YouTube door. YouTube has a door too, and everybody on here went through it. Just keep it real. Even I know that, period. You sound stupid. I got on this internet. It's slow grind for 7 years while they suppressed me and took my channels. Like, do you know how many channels they took and demonetized with me sitting up here climbing? Why do you think I got like 5 or 6 channels right now, stupid? Because the game is rigged for me. The reason why Haas is hot is because all that shit you see Charleston White doing, I was doing it before him. I knew how to say some crazy shit to make stupid black people, stupid poor people, because y'all always want to see some Krishan and Blueface shit. So I do some Krishan and Blueface shit and go rival through the internet. That's why I sit up there and said I spit in Jay Fritz's face. Because no other nigga had the balls to talk to that man like me, and it went viral. I knew what the fuck I was doing. I didn't have to go through a door. I just had to talk to stupid people on stupid time. And y'all stupidly entertained, stupid motherfucker. You think I like talking about celebrity gossip? No, I don't. I want to talk about that same shit. The mindset of the people in Gaza. What was they thinking for 50 years? They was telling stories to their kids, grandkids, and great-grandkids. And the grandkids waited for the 50th year anniversary to start getting busy. In America, the home of the slave, Where you so messed up, you got niggas like Messy Jesse Jackson sit up there telling you that you Afro-American. You African-American. He made up he made up some bullshit instead of telling you that you are a Mexican. Because back in the days, a Mexican, Kemet, you know Kemet, they turned it to Egypt after they conquered them. They changed the name so that you can't find your way back to your people. After they conquer you, they changed the name of your land. A Mexican, America, Mexico, and Kemet was all a community. We were already here. See, Mexicans should be able to come over the border because this is their fucking land. There is no difference between Mexico and America. But the colonizer, after they destroy your people, they destroy your bloodline, brainwash your children, and voila. But see, over there, in the Gaza Strip, they know their bloodline. They know where they come from. They know who they the descendants of. And as long as you know where you come from, you're going to always have a reason to fight the power. Stupid motherfuckers trying to fight over the block that don't belong to you. Soon as the police pull up, you go running like a little bitch. Matter of fact, my nigga said it better than me.
Swagger.
You bad as hell in the recording studio. Saying a nigga in the world better than you. Capone couldn't mess with you. Babyface Nelson. None of them couldn't mess with you. A recording studio gangster. You just as bad as you can be. You gonna put your gat in the nigga's mouth and blow the nigga's brains out. I'll stomp that hoe. I'll kick that bitch out. White man, show up, you can hear a rat pee on cotton. Nigga ain't ready to fight. Nigga ain't ready to fight. Oh, you bad as hell.
Studio gangster. That's what Khalid Muhammad felt about y'all bitch asses. Niggas are studio gangsters, man. Not being in the club. Nah, I gotta look into all of that so we can get ready for our next live. But thank you, family, for sponsoring this war. Appreciate you, family. Enrico, keep dropping facts highs. Much love from Cali. Thank you, family. Appreciate you. Right. What about Maui? What about the missing children in Maui? What about the missing children in Ohio? Record-breaking numbers in Ohio. Where's the task force for that? Where's the investigation into that? Why we got to consistently see FBI stings where they set up a website where there's a 16-year-old sitting in a room and you entrapping people that's horny instead of y'all catching motherfuckers that's hiding our children through the pipelines. I don't want the fake war on pedophilia. The same shit y'all doing when y'all go in the black community and y'all sit up there and put fake prostitutes, and then when a nigga go fuck the prostitute, you get locked up. Entrapment. No, I want the pipeline. I want to know where all the little kids is disappearing to. That ain't never coming back home to their parents. I mean, it's all good. Don't get me wrong. It's cool for you to entrap the dudes that's sitting up there looking for the 15 and 16 and 12-year-old kids. I'm cool with that. But nah, that's a throw off. We don't want them. Then you put all over the news, breaking news. We caught 100 sex traffickers. No, what you caught was nasty men that was going into a room because of a website. So they was going to think they was having sex because they was entrapped. It's cool. Lock them up. But no, that's not the real sex traffickers. We want the ones with the kids locked in a basement, and these mansions, and these trailer parks, going over the border in Mexico. Charles Wilson, that door of death, murder ain't worth Screw being famous, Mojo Juju. That's bottom feeders under the seafloor. Underworld crime syndicate. Take the what? Is all white people? No. Some of you piss poor just like black people. Hell no, all white people is not considered to be the colonizer. There's some people that's just going to be just as poor as black people. We in the projects, y'all in the trailer park. Hell no. What y'all forgot when they freed the slaves? They didn't really free the slaves. They included everybody else, including poor white trash. Hell no. When I go to Walmart, I'll be walking into Walmart, especially in Connecticut. I'll be going into Walmart, and I'll be sitting up there watching all the poor white people. When I'm in places like Vegas, I'll be seeing white people laying on the floor on the sidewalks. No. I mean, at one point in time, yes, your ancestors was. But now the people in power, they turned their back on poor white people. Some of y'all doing just as bad as black people and even worse. And let me tell you something right now. Me, I love white people and hate them at the same time. I love black people and hate them at the same time. See, I got a love-hate thing with everybody. If you love me, then I love you. If you hate me, then it's fuck you too. It's just that simple. I have good times. I have black friends. I have white people I don't trust. I have black people I don't trust. At the end of the day, I'm going to treat you the way you treat me. And it's just like that. You know how like that. You see how when I use a nigga shit, I give him props for his shit? Evil is evil, right? So what? But I don't want to see a nigga go out like that. I'm not happy to see black people lose. Most of us is suffering. Don't even know how we gonna pay our next bill. Lose their job. When sickness, white people got cancer, black people got cancer. When you get sick, who gonna pay your bills? Who gonna take care of your wife and your kids? You on your way to the grave. Sickness does set in your body. You on your way to the grave. You die in a slow death. Life insurance ain't enough. Who's going to take care of your kids? We all have to face that except for the rich. There is no trust fund across America and poor people across America, white people, whatever, that we don't have to pay rent. Why do we have to pay to live on God's green earth? All of our ancestors had land. How did the banks become the owners and the negotiators of our land? How did we allow the banks to get our land so now we got to go buy our land back from the banks? Why we just can't go in the wilderness and get some wood and start building some lumber houses? You know how many people would just say fuck it and up and leave? Do you people understand that in today's time in America, you so much of a slave that you can't leave this country without your passport? But at the borders, they welcoming refugees over. And some of these people that they letting over are trained terrorists. That's part of a plot to bring down America. And purposely letting these people The same Jews called out of work the day before the planes went through the building. 5,000 of them knew that work. That of people coming over the border. Most of these people are men. And they're just being allowed. But meanwhile, you take it back a few years back, they're screaming, build a wall. And everybody called him racist. And in New York City, once again, they got Section 8. Section 8 ain't been here for years. But the Section 8 is for and not the poor black taxpayers. Oh, y'all still don't get it? Still don't get it though, huh? Guys, if you have a passport, leave America, please. Where are we going? That's the question. Where are we going? Where you gonna go to Hawaii? Where they just burnt the people alive? Had people jumping in the ocean? Where you going? Please. Where you going? You gonna go to Hawaii? You gonna go to the Dominican Republic? Or Haiti? Where they keep rocking them with earthquakes over there? Over there where the waters of Fukushima? Where we going to Libya? Where they selling black people body parts? Where we going over to Israel? Where they at war with the Gaza Strip? Where we going to Iraq? Where they done turned them into a third world country? Where we going over to Iran? The next place we know, but that's on America's list. Where are we going? Where are we going? To Africa? What part of Africa? What part? Where are we going to be safe at? You think that the slave master is just going to let all of his slaves pick up and go to another land and be free? You really believe that? Do you really believe that the slave master who owns your birth certificate gonna let all of us get on a plane and just never come back to Africa, to America? You really believe that? You're a fool. If you really believe that they're gonna let every last one of us get on a plane and go back to Africa and just give them this land back and say, you know what, keep it. Pick your own cotton. Work your own jobs. You really think they're going to let you leave like that? You stupid. You a fool. Who the fuck want to go over to Brazil where they selling 12-year-olds for sex? That's where Bambada go to have sex with children, to Brazil. Who want to go to Brazil? Why would I do that? Brazil? It's time for us to organize. These sneaker companies is making billions of dollars off of us and ain't giving nothing back to us. We don't have no factories. We don't have no more farmland. You only got you probably got about 10 black farmers sitting up there talking about how basically they're under attack and the animals are being killed off. Now you're about to eat fake meat. You eating fake fruit. You got watermelons that's exploding in the supermarket. That as soon as you buy them from the supermarket, they get to your house, they're exploding. Like, come on, man. You done. You're done. And this shit right here, I don't even know if I should play it. Because it's one of the coldest speeches I've ever heard in my life. Cold. Matter of fact, y'all can go right there and watch that shit on my Instagram. Cold. I'm 33 years old, man, with 2 sons, a wife. Your content has substance and most important, truth. So salute, brother. I want to talk to you about starting my own channel. Anyway, I can reach you directly. Poppy from BX River, my Instagram page. We're going to be good on all 4 corners of the world. The most high-working real children of Israel. Let me explain something to you, man. Stop promising people shit that God ain't promising. You got people dying every day that believe in God. Stop making promises that God didn't promise. People are not going to be good till they get something. Stop waiting on God to do what the fuck he gave you hands and feet to do. Stop waiting on God to do what he gave you hands and feet to do. That's some lazy fucking shit. Oh, I'm just going to sit up here. We're going to wait on God. Like, stop waiting on God. He gave you directions. Like, damn. Can't stand that brainwashing. Not over here. Take that brainwashing somewhere else. People all over the earth is suffering. People all over the earth is suffering. You got people that pray to God on their deathbed, waiting for the return of God, and they died and he didn't return. Get up and do something yourself. That's why he gave you hands and feet. Scared ass peoples, no matter what you say, the day that you was born, you were sentenced to death. You are going to die. How they said in the movie Gladiator, I say this shit all the time. Death stares at us all. The only thing that you can do is stare back and embrace it. You cannot escape it. You cannot outrun it. It's waiting for you. Every day you take a step, your heartbeat, your breath, inhale, exhale. The grave is waiting for you. Tick tock. He never told us the time or the hour. He's definitely coming back. Not in your lifetime. So what you could do is pave the way for your children. And they could pave the way for their children. So that when you enter the grave and you are risen up on the day of judgment in front of God Almighty, if this is what you believe in, and he questions you about your actions, your deeds. What did you do in his name? What did you do for your people? You know what you're going to say? I waited for you. And you know what he's going to say? Into the hellfire, you piece of shit. You worthless piece of shit. So you just sat on your fucking ass and you did nothing for yourself. You lazy son of a bitch. Into the hellfire. There you go. Get skedaddle. Yeah, some of y'all gonna be swimming in the lake of fire. Some of y'all, and the crazy part about it is, I don't believe in the hellfire. Nigga, you in hell right now. You're miserable. You in there, you living in hell right now. You in pre-hell. And you can't get out. Yo, Haas Gillie is talking about you again and he's at your neck. I just saw it. Okay. Cool. I bet Gillie is going to keep talking about me because his slave master told him to acknowledge me so that we could get the internet on fire so that you won't pay attention to World War III coming. Of course. Of course. Because they've been telling them niggas not. But at the end of the day, I'm not worried about Gillie. I'm not worried about Gillie at all. No matter what Gillie go through in his life, he got to live with the fact that he went through a door. And because of those consequences, his child is forever, ever, ever in the grave. And he knew he couldn't go to the streets of Philly to get revenge for a contract that he put on his own son's soul. It's a door. I'm not worried about Gillie. Gillie got to live with the fact that he know he went through that door. Talking about he worth more than Birdman now. How the fuck is you worth more than Birdman? You talking about Young Money. We talking about Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki Minaj, BG, and all of the rest of Young Money. I ain't got to name all them niggas. So now all of a sudden, a nigga that has no talent, Gillie and Wallow has no talent, just talking, just like me. You got $100 million contract? The fuck out of here. He didn't say he's worth more. He said he generates more. No, he don't. Because he told you he generate more. Where? If them niggas don't have celebrities on their platforms, they not doing numbers better than me. The game is rigged. They purposely hold my numbers down. So you telling me that I'm generating that kind of money for YouTube then? Because I had over 1 billion views before I took all my videos down. And I do that by myself. There's no Gillie and Wallow. It's just HASSAN Campbell. Fuck is y'all telling me? And y'all watch as my numbers go up, they pull my numbers back down. As the numbers go up, they pull them back down. Come on, man. That's all right. I'll be a lame. But as long as you watching me, and as long as those commercials come on while you watching me, you be the lame, stupid motherfucker. Because you sitting there, what's your name? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Mio, Xela, Mio, whatever the fuck that is. I'll be a lame. I'll be a lame. But if I'm a lame that's actually sitting up here getting super chats and cash apps while you watch me, then what the fuck that make you? So you only logged on to watch a nigga that you don't like, that you think are lame, so you can count my money? Let's get to that. Oh, I forgot. That dude said he's going to take me to court. That's what people said. If I say that, never mind. No more free promotion for you. Just kill me, man. Niggas kill me. And let me say something too, right? When all that controversy happened with me, with Whack 100, Nipsey Hussle, I put my audio on my Patreon for my Patreon. I should have been cut that little dusty ass nigga off. I ain't gonna even say his name no more. The little dirty nigga. I should have cut that dirty little nigga off then. Because what he did was he took my audio and he leaked my audio on Clubhouse to get himself hot and cut my money. And Lily told me, smack the shit out of that little nigga for doing that because he playing with your subscribers. Now, at that point, my Patreon went up higher than it's ever been. At its highest. And went right back down because he took my audio and leaked it inside Clubhouse. And I let the nigga go. Like, nah, let me let the little nigga get his little shine. Because it didn't mean nothing to me, even though I knew it was a straight violation. We back at 4,000 people in this building. On this live. Nigga can't even get 1,000 people to watch him on his page and be talking about what y'all did for me. Like, niggas, y'all niggas ain't do nothing but be disloyal. And it's sad because you ain't got no friends on this internet. And sometimes you got to be careful who you help. It's like when you watch that movie, The Book of Eli, with Denzel Washington, and he's walking on the road all alone. And then he see the woman in the middle of the road with the shopping cart crying. And he stops and tell the bad guys, come on out because I can smell you. Y'all stink from a mile away. He's way on the path to helping this bitch. And she lining him. Because I could have been just as selfish as all as the rest of these other niggas and ain't helped nobody. But yet I'm the most talked about and the most dogged. Look at all the niggas that I had on my platform. Shout out to my brother M. Porter. Five God. Lord Akim, Unique Mecca Audio, 10 Toes Down, Z Banger, which I forgot about Z Banger, Hocus 4/5, 050 The Movement. From me pushing his platform, but I promise you that for a week straight, he can't go live with 1,000 people watching him. 050 The Movement got less subscribers than Bullets Gotti. They got 1,000 people watching him. 10 Toes Down got 1,000 people watching him. Less subscribers than Bullets Gotti. Bullets Gotti been on the internet for like 10 years straight. That's like for the failed YouTubers. Clubhouse is for the failed YouTubers. Niggas that come from Clubhouse, that rock Clubhouse, like Whack 100, when he came to YouTube, his numbers did bad. That's why he goes sit next to young academics and 21 Jumper Adam 21. Because he get numbers over there. But when he came on YouTube, this platform, this shit right here, nigga, and he had to stand on this stage right here by himself, he couldn't do it. Poor Taylor just got in the joint late. Hope you've been rocking snot boxes. God bless, big homie. Thank you, family. Appreciate you. This shit right here, nigga. Palestine have 24 hours to evacuate. Well, the question is, how many hours do we have to evacuate in America? Because that war is going to come to our land. That war right there is the next steps and stages. And I'm going to tell you something, man. Y'all keep on trusting old evil white men with missiles. Keep on trusting and putting your trust in old evil white men with missiles. See, greedy motherfuckers that's got billions, that own the earth, they own everything that they possibly want. Now the only thing left is control. And people that's free thinkers, you are a threat to their plans. Those Georgia Guidestones told you clear as day that the plan was to reduce the world's population down to 10%. How you think they're going to do that? War, famine, disease, plague. They're already talking about, yo, when I was younger, I used to always watch the first zombie movies with the zombie outbreaks. And throughout the years, kept watching them make zombie movies. And kept asking myself, why do they keep making zombie movies? Then we find out that they got diseases that's been frozen that they calling zombie diseases. Back 10 years ago, remember when there was this outbreak where people were randomly biting people and turning into zombies naked on highways and the police was locking them up? This is a test. This is an emergency broadcasting system. If in the event that this wasn't a test and it was a real life situation, this will be followed by instructions. This is what we just went through. Are you not entertained? Why are these celebrities not having these conversations? Who have millions of followers? You know why? Because when they went through the door, they took an oath. I never took an oath, so I say what the fuck I want. I never took an oath, so I say what the fuck I want. Oh yeah, I seen the video on the UMMC. I seen a video on that. On these dudes running around with these cards, coming into America, these soldiers. Yeah, I've seen it. That's why I tell niggas good luck. How that Mobb Deep songs? I got mine. I hope you got yourself a gun. Got yourself a... Go get you a gun. Go get you some bullets. Make sure you got at least 10,000 rounds. Go get you a knife. Go get you a bow and arrow. Go get you an axe. Go get you some matches. Some lighters. Go get you a grill. In case you can't use your stove. Get you a small grill. Get you a camping tent. Get you some binoculars. Get you some walkie-talkies. Order you some of them straws off the internet where you can drink through the water and filter your water. Because believe me when I tell you, 3 days without water, you're dead. Get you some fever, some medicines. Get up on your meds. Resident Evil, this shit crazy. Yannick, thank you, family. Appreciate you. Have a plan. Didn't have a backup plan. A lot of us, when we go certain places, we use our navigational system. Start getting maps to the places that you got to go. That's like for me, if I got to go to the South to see my family, if I got to go to California, if you can't use your navigational system to get to your loved ones because you don't know how to get there or you don't know how to reroute because certain highways is closed down and you don't know how to reroute, what good is we to our family if we can't get to them? Reroute. Be aware of those planes. Because I'm going to tell y'all something right now. If in event of an EMP strike, you are going to fall dead directly from the skies. If those engines cut off a plane during an EMP, I'd rather my car break down and stop because of an EMP than a plane just fall directly from the sky. The last thing you want to be is on a cruise. In the ocean. And those propellers stop spinning. And you in the ocean floating towards the Bermuda Triangle where ships go missing because your propellers will not spin because of an EMP. The last thing that you want to do is to be living in America, in New York City, in PA, in Jersey, places where it get cold. Where it get cold. 20 degrees. 10 degrees. In the single digits. And the power goes off. And when that power goes off, you can't heat your cold body up. And you freeze to death. Or your children catch pneumonia. Because Kanye walking around with those big boots. Those big boots. And then you see the rappers walking around with the colorful pieces And we dissing them, not realizing that they indirectly telling you, you better get your flood boots on. They're indirectly telling you. That's why they tried to sell you that. We wasn't catching it though. We looking at the fashion laughing. Kanye walking around in the summertime with rain boots on up to his knees. The floods is coming, my nigga. You ain't just see what happened in New York? All right. Because that was just the test run of them turning on harp and playing with weather machines. So back to celebrity gossip and the 50th anniversary of funky ass hip hop. For some reason, can somebody please explain to me why the fuck is Fat Joe the face of the 50th year of hip hop? Oh, that's right, because he's representing his Zulu Nation family in Africa Bambaataa. Right. Right. The test wasn't so successful. The test came out the way they wanted it to. The test came out the way it wanted it to. The test was successful. But what it was a warning before destruction where people like me, the people that's in my audience, and they getting on point. Because there's people that's watching me that's changing their life every single day. I got people that's buying houses, buying properties, starting wells, got solar panels, got farm animals on their land. And then I got you dumb niggas that just think this shit is entertaining. And y'all come to see me go live because y'all want to see how many people is in my comment section. Y'all want to see how many people is subscribed and how long they're going to stay subscribed. Y'all sit up there and y'all actually scroll through and say, okay, such and such amount of dollars in his super chat tonight, but he got this much the last time. And y'all actually keeping notes of everything that I do as if y'all the IRS. You would actually think that some of you niggas is FBI. No, y'all just nosy motherfuckers. I mean, I'm not saying that the FBI is not sitting here watching me, because they is. I'm not saying that the CIA ain't not watching me, because they are. But some of you motherfuckers wish failure on everybody. And that's why you got bad luck. Because you don't want to see nobody win. KK47T, salute King, winner circle, fam, and make sure y'all go support family. I think y'all really understand, man. I don't want to be that parent. Nala just graduated high school. Amani just graduated high school. From 18 to 26, they're getting ready to start drafting our children to be on the front line of a war. And absolutely nothing to do with us. So you mean to tell me for all that we should have went the war over George Floyd? You mean to tell me for all that we should have went the war over Breonna Taylor? So for all that, you mean to tell me we should have went the war and tore this country up over Trayvon Martin? Because those were our fights. And we sat here friendly protesting. We didn't die in cowards. But we could be subpoenaed and drafted to go to war for somebody else's babies? That's why I'm not proud at this day and time in America. I'm not proud to be black. I'm not. I'm not proud to be black because we don't have not one as a whole to be proud of. Now, me myself, I've overcome obstacles. Me myself, like when people call me a hypocrite, like these niggas that be dissing me, I grew up in Bronx River Projects. I grew up on welfare. I grew up with a crippled mother, a single mother one half the time. And all of the odds were stacked against me. Went to jail a few times, fought a few cases. Somehow, with all the mental disorder that I had, me being mentally dysfunctional, figured out a way to get myself out of the hood, to get my children out of the hood, right? And make sure I do my best to keep my children out of the hood. I'm not passing down project apartments to my babies. I'm trying to pass down properties to my babies. So as an individual black man, I had to figure my shit out. Me and my wife and my children. While meanwhile, other people that I love who got good jobs, who was getting money, and some niggas was getting a lot of drug money. They didn't choose to get their mother out of the hood. They didn't choose to get their wife out of the hood. They didn't care about their children enough to get them out of the hood. I did. I'm a living, walking proof of example where your kids and your people and your family is subtracted by bullets. You can run but can't hide from the bullet. Don't worry about the gun. It's the bullet. What's that song? Niggas get shot every day, B. You be all right. You tough, right? Cameron voice. Niggas get shot every day, B. You be all right. You tough, right? That's the slogan. I'll be damned if I sit up there when my hands work and my hustle is on and I raise my kids to survive the hood. I had to survive Bronx River, Webster Ave, Soundview, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Coney Island, Queens, the 5 boroughs of death. I'll be damned if I had to survive that. Then I'm going to turn around and tell my daughters that I love more than anything, my sons, that I love more than anything on this earth. Now you survive this same shit while I got money in my pocket. I came here to tell you to get the fuck out of the hood. That's where they dump their most worst. That's where they dump the worst foods at. That's where they harness and they focus the worst of the energy weapons at. My job is to tell you to get the fuck out of the hood, where people live better, where there ain't no shootouts. In 15 years of me buying this house and living at this property right here, never once in my life seen a shootout. My kids has never once had to go under their bed because of a shootout. I ain't never had a person tell me or my children in none of these blocks over here, yo, you can't come over on this block. It's safe to say it ain't safe outside. I came to break that curse of real niggas and bad bitches. I came to free the mind and make people understand that there is better living in America, where people, good people, get up on Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays and Fridays from the house, and the good garbage men and the good garbage trucks come and take the garbage away. We ain't gotta have garbage in front of your house where rats and roaches is jumping over the garbage. Nah, that shit right there only rocks. It only rocks in Bronx River. It only rocks in Brownsville. Y'all in love with the hood. Where the pandemic is the real niggas and bad bitches. Y'all in love with the hood. Where they nothing but hookers and hoes. Y'all in love with the hood when we don't have grandmothers no more. We don't have Sunday dinners no more. We got old black bitches on the internet in they panties. I got my t-shirt and my panties on. What? Ain't no more dear mama. You know, with the Sunday dinners, little black boy crying. When mama passed away, he just want the family to come back together again and have the Sunday dinners all over again. Ain't no more of that shit. Now we got social media. Well, good women don't want to be good women no more. Now they want to be whores. Well, good men ain't even getting dinners at home no more. They wife coming home from work with attitudes because she up there sucking a nigga dick on the job. Everybody trying to live outside their means. It done turned us into savages. And the crazy part about it is, we proud savages. We love being savages. We dedicate our lives to being savages. Don't let these niggas rock you to sleep. I tell y'all over and over and over again, man. I mimic my yard to look like nature, to remind me and my children of the way that we supposed to live. I mimic my yard to look like the resorts of the hotels when I go on vacation and I get on a plane and I be looking at those places in the islands or in Miami. When I'm out there, I make my I want, that's what I want. Lakes, rivers, streams, fish, animals. Where we come from, whether it be the forests in America or the jungles of Africa. I know no matter how much I love and hate Bronx River at the same time, because it damn near destroyed me to make it out. And then when I made it out, I'll have somebody that's 18 and 16 years old tell me, I bet you can't come back. So you want me to come back? You want me to load up them blocks and have 10 cars come through and catch you on the corner, shorty, in front of the liquor store, shorty, and make a movie out of you, shorty? Because no matter what, we know the only place that you got to go is to the. You know how easy it is for me to catch you, shorty? You know I was one of the best at that, shorty? Shh, don't tell nobody. It's too easy. It's something about pulling up to the projects, jumping out of your car. Then you catch the energy on the block. You get the fake handshakes, side eye looks. See little niggas walking around the pocketbook punks. Niggas got their pistols in their pocketbooks, walking around ice grills. Then you look up like, I should blast shorty right. The camera right there. The camera, lights, cameras, action. Everywhere you go, there's a. So even if you get into a situation in the city, it's illegal to have a gun. So now you negotiate in 25 years, maybe they give you 15 or 8 1/3 to 25 for shooting a little nigga on the block. And you paying a paid lawyer going back and forth to court. But eventually at the end of this case, you know you about to go to jail because you can't get around the cameras. It'll turn you into the Hunger Games, where you got rich people actually having been in wars over the cassette tapes where y'all killing each other at. Welcome to the hood. Michael Smith, yo, I seen the video, bro, and the war is shit going on. I'm on begging, but you right. Time to get prepared. Nigga, the man in the cloud that you seen is called Blue Beam. And the voices that you hear in your ears is going to turn and Blue Beam, where they actually make you hear the voice of God. Because believe me, if you seen the man in the sky, the mission will be on already. Once you see Jesus in the sky, it's already on. It's too late. So what you saw up there was Project Blue Beam, baby. It's called what is it? Holographs. I have to slide. I got a newborn, my first. Hopefully you're still on here. I'm calm him down. I'm definitely getting back in tune with your live. My word until I leave, as I came with the utmost respect. That's the most beautiful thing in the world. When that baby cry, that newborn, your first child, you be so in tune with your first child. I just pray that you and your child mother always be at peace with each other, always love each other. I pray that she never puts you through the games of not letting your child see you, playing divide and conquer in between you and your child. Like, you know, this week right here, I had a lot of conversations with my firstborn son, and we went through memory lane of a lot of things. Like, me and my son really never had a good relationship. This shit that I used to have to go through to see my son. I came home from jail. My family would go see my son. I wouldn't see my son for years. They would have my son at their house. But my baby mother told them, if y'all tell him that HASSAN Jr. is at y'all house, I'm not letting y'all see him neither. So my son would be with my mother and my brothers and sisters, and I ain't seen a little nigga in years. So even my family was helping my baby mother to keep my son away from me. And that's the shit that I had to go through. And as you start going out there, okay, so now you're one kid. Now you find yourself having more kids because you want to be a father. And then your second baby mother start playing the same exact games. And at some point in time, your first baby mother and your second baby mother start getting cool with each other and start doing the same shit. I tell you out there, be careful of who you have kids with. Because some women may be cool. Y'all might not be together no more. Y'all might break up, but y'all could be cool, good co-parents. Shit happens sometimes. But then you get them shiesty bitches that'll poison your kids. So much to the point to where that you'll start to hate your kids. You'll take care of them if you're a real man, because that's what providers do. But you'll hate the kids, and the kids will hate you too. Because the mother will program them to hate you. And no matter what you buy them, they looking for the mother's love because the mother's neglecting them at home. There's a tactic that these women use to break these children. They feed all their misery and all their tears, and they cry to the kid. I'm hurt, daddy did this, he did that, he did this. Now your kid's looking at you sideways. Then you find your kids growing up trying to get revenge on you for what you done went through with their mother. All along, you love them. It's just that you and the mother didn't get along. It's not to tell you right now, good fathers is the ones that suffers. The bad fathers, the fathers that don't give a fuck about their kids, they don't go through shit. The most they might go through is child support. And they be like, all right, they get used to paying the child support, but they don't give a fuck. They don't never want to see the kid again. They'll take care of their stepkids before they take care of their kids. Until that bitch put him out. Big Meat 260. Haas was so hot, they had to glitch him, mute him, free him. Now speak on the unstrikes, bro. The UNA strikes. I got to be so careful. So careful. Speaking on these topics that we speak on. But the people over there in Israel is the same people that own YouTube. We need to go back to our homeland, Africa. America is no good. Nigga, you take your ass back to Africa. I don't want to go back to Africa. I want to go to visit. That's not my homeland. That's yours. America's my homeland. America is where my family died on these plantations. America is where my family owned land before these plantations. Africa is not my home. America's my home. Y'all not going to sell me that Dr. Umar bullshit. America's my home. My family ain't living in America. My family ain't living in for going back. Going back, we probably ain't even my ancestors probably ain't living in Africa in over 5,000 to 10,000 goddamn years. America has been here. The pyramids is all over the world, not just in Africa. There are pyramids in America. And the Americas that's older than the pyramids in Africa. What are you talking about? That brown penny represents you in America. The penny, that copper brown penny represents you, the natives, the Indians. Indians come from India. You are not from India. You are the Native Americans of America. Our family been here before Columbus. Now they are disputing and they're arguing that they done found bones in America that almost predate the oldest bones in Africa. Stop selling me the bullshit. Some say we're not even from America. Some say we're not even from this earth. So are we going to go back to planet Sirius? Or are we going to go back to planet Ritz? Which planet are we going to pick? Which planet did we come from before here? Was the Garden of Eden really on this earth? Didn't the Bible say we was cast out of the heavens? So fuck it. When are we going to build our spaceship so we could get off this earth and get back to the heavens? I'm not chasing Africa. I want my 40 acres and a mule right here for my children. And I want the rights to be able to travel without a passport. I want the rights to be able to travel without asking permission from any government. Because this is God's green earth. I want the right to live on this earth without a government telling me that I got to fight somebody else's war. Or my children. Matter of fact, they don't want me to fight. We too old. So they're going to tell you that your children have to go overseas and fight. And then you got to sit at home and wait for them to send you a letter. A Dear John letter and a stank-ass flag. Telling you that your children died a martyr fighting for somebody else's bullshit. We couldn't die for Amadou Diallo, who got shot 41 times. But we could die for somebody else's children? That's when you know the world that you live in is fucked up. When they're sitting, they're going to make you die for somebody else's children. We still got police coming in our communities, shooting our children. We can't die for that. We got to beg for justice. But the minute nigga, fuck out of here. The earth is a body. The earth is a body. The earth belongs to all of us. The earth. These people segregated us. told us where we could go, where we can't go. Good luck breaking through the firmament. Yeah, good luck, right? We got to free ourselves over here. That the devil did was make us believe that he didn't exist. The next greatest trick that the devil did was make you think that you was free when you got off this plantation. He made you think that you wasn't a slave anymore. He didn't free you. He included the rest of the world. The devil's plot was greater. The colonizer's plot was greater. He made you think that you free. He created a new plantation called work. You don't work, you don't eat. You know, back in the days, our ancestors still was growing their own food. They done figured out a way to trick you out of your farmland where you actually can grow your own good tasting foods and have your own cattle, then put you in the fucking projects. Took you out of your land and somehow convinced you to go to a place called the projects. What is a project? Google, what is the definition of project?
What is the definition of project? An individual or collaborative enterprise that is carefully planned to achieve a particular aim.
What was their aim? What did they look to achieve when they put you in the projects? Murder, death, kill on a black man. So they put you in liquor stores. I've been through the South lately, right? Certain places in the South, you can't get liquor after a certain time, 6, 7 o'clock. In New York City, in the projects, the liquor stores is open 10, 12 o'clock at nighttime. Last call for alcohol. Certain places, Connecticut. You go to Connecticut, you can't get Sundays, you can't even get it. Or better yet, you in Connecticut, the parties, the clubs close down 1, 2 o'clock. In New York, the parties, the clubs is closing at 4:30. Then after that, it's the after party. Do you see the mindsets of New Yorkers? People relocated in the Bible. We are supposed to travel when we want. Of course, we're supposed to be able to travel. But since the beginning of time, we had tyrants. Starbeam, I didn't get a notification. A lot of people. Do they always delete the comments? It depends. I don't know if that's my mods or I don't know if that's YouTube. Haas, can you talk about the propaganda surrounding the bombing of Israel and Gaza? I got to be careful about what I talk about when it comes to Israel. This is their platform. And if you say anything that goes against them and their agenda, I can wake up and this whole platform be gone. This is why I tell you people all the time, you have to sponsor this war. If I don't make enough money to make sure that I can balance myself out over this internet and they take this platform from me, y'all never watch me again. Then y'all be stuck watching these other niggas talking about bullshit. That won't feed your mind. Niggas will still be running around talking about who ratted and who didn't rat. When in all actuality, anytime you in a drug game, you are automatically you committing treason. It doesn't matter if you ratted or not. The only time we should be worried about who's a rat and who ain't a rat is when we fighting for freedom. In the drug game, that's part of the streets. And let me say this, man. At the end of the day, it's like a jungle outside. The world is a jungle. The world is a battlefield. Get off this street shit with the street mentality. I don't have a street mentality no more. I try to stay away from that. Now, I do have this thing where sometimes I relapse and try not to turn into that old street nigga because I was shaped and molded to be a street nigga. But the truth of the matter is, like I said, I'm about the village, man. That's why when niggas was sitting up there talking shit about, oh, you were behind the desk ass nigga, you always, yeah, I was behind the desk in the table, feeding my family. Then when I go outside and I show niggas I'm outside amongst the wolves, oh, you ain't real like that, or you only got these real niggas. If I shut the fuck up, I don't want to be around a real nigga. I'd rather be around my children. Niggas just be mad. I keep telling y'all, I don't know what part y'all don't understand. I grew up amongst the wolves and I was the worst one out of all of them. None of these niggas you see me around was tougher than me. None of them. None of them. You don't see, do you notice those niggas, they watch me, they hear what I'm saying? None of them niggas was more dangerous than me. I was the most dangerous nigga to me was B.O. And that's my mentor. None of these niggas was worse than me. I don't think y'all understand that. Stop listening to these niggas that don't know me from a hole in the wall. Little dumb nigga, which I choose not to even say his name. He told you that I don't even know Showbiz. Did y'all actually look on my Instagram and see a picture with me and Showbiz together? Did he really tell you that? Did y'all listen to that? Did y'all really listen to that? Stop listening to these niggas. Rule number 1. If a man can't take care of his woman and kids, if a man living with his mother and grandmother, don't listen to him. Until you can be a man enough to get out on your own. Fuck the streets. Fuck getting busy. Fuck how many niggas a nigga shot. Fuck how many bitches you would have fucked. How many bills did you pay? I beg. I beg. Don't ever compare me with a nigga where his mama and grandmother fighting over who gonna make his bag. We are not the same. Don't ever compare me to a nigga that got punked on the internet. I'm not talking about somebody made a diss video where you'll see me and Young Pharaoh going back and forth dissing each other. And you be like, oh, he won, oh, he bodied them. Nah, that's entertainment. I done seen niggas get ran down on, dug in their pockets, robbed, mutilated, and disrespected, and then niggas post the shit on the internet. And you talking about a real nigga? Everybody know where my address is at. You ain't never seen that one nigga pull up to my house, sit outside my house, wait for me to come outside my house and slap the shit out of me. And you know that. Because the day that you see a nigga pull up to my house and I come outside my house, all you gonna see is breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. That nigga HASSAN Campbell ain't full shit. Believe that. When I leave out of my house, no disrespect to anybody that's struggling, but when you compare yourself to me, nigga, when I leave out of my house, I get into my own car. I'm not still calling niggas like back in the days, like when I was a little kid. Hey, yo, Big F. Hey, yo, F, you coming to get me? Nah, F ain't coming to get me no more, nigga. This is 20 years later. Big F ain't coming to pull up to get me no more. B.O. ain't coming to pull up the pickup because I'm a grown ass man. Oh, I spoke on the strike already. You want me to speak on the strike again? We could keep on going. We could definitely keep on going. I so admire. I admire the way. Monty 312. Shoot a goat. Thank you, family. Appreciate you. I love the way the people over there in Gaza celebrated the 50th anniversary while getting revenge on their enemy. I respect it. The same way I gotta respect Israel when they take the gloves off and get busy. I mean, that's the storyline that they selling us, right? So I like that storyline. I love the storyline of the Gaza people of Gaza plotting for 50 years to get revenge. I love it. We should write a movie. This is going to be in history. And while the people of Gaza celebrated the 50th year of getting revenge, black people in America were celebrating 50 years of hip-hop. The people was over there bullet the head with the, while y'all sitting up there, boom, 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 boom. Y'all dancing. Y'all partying and bullshitting. They over there training for war, preparing for war, getting for battle, and y'all sitting up there celebrating these sucker-ass rappers. Black people in America is a joke. We done became a laughing stock. Ain't serious. 2000 party over. Oops, out of time. So tonight we gonna party like it's 1999. Yeah. Over there in Gaza, they sat back. And story night, when y'all sit up there going to the club, they sitting around in a Talim circle after making salat, and they reminding their children of the atrocities that they goddamn ancestors went through. But back over in America, we sitting up there memorizing. We ain't worried about what happened to Mayor Rice. We ain't worried about the brother that got smoked out and choked out over a box of cigarettes. Nope. We ain't worried about Karen Gaines. How that sister, the other sister that went to the precinct, seat of the car, the cop car. Nah, we ain't sitting down telling stories about that. No. Y'all niggas is studio gangsters in the studio writing rhymes about how y'all rock somebody's snot box. And y'all getting money and fucking other niggas' bitches. Broke ass niggas. You got a broke mentality. A nigga with a nigga mentality can't do nothing but be a nigga for life. A nigga with a nigga mentality can't do nothing but be a nigga for life. Somehow we done figured out a way to call ourselves the most notorious, the most derogatory name in the world and say it with pride. This shit is easy. It's called the trap for a reason, yeah. The dude that got killed in the supermarket, he had his car running on water. They locked dude up. They didn't lock him up. They pushed his shit back. That's what they do. You're not going to make technology advance before they advance the technology. They already have the technology. The same technology They didn't recruit him so they could look at his notes and use his lessons. They already have that technology. They don't want you to be able to use water that you can catch out of the sky and get around that. No, they want resources that they control so that they can keep you enslaved by the resources. Hello? Hassan, do you ever see yourself leaving America? If I have to. But the truth of the matter is, I'm already 1 foot in the grave. I don't know why black people lie to themselves. Most of us don't live past our fucking 20s. I just turned 47. I'm already dead. I'm just waiting for God to call my number. And until then, I'm going to do my job and tell you that regardless of what that happens in this world, prepare to meet your maker. Do good to others. Give blessings to others. Give charity to others. That's all you can do. Pray. Fast. You still young to who? To the foods that they feeding us? To the foods that they feeding us? To diabetes? To high blood pressure? To the fluoride in the water that we drinking? In our insides, we're aging in dog years. How much muscles a nigga got? Look at his liver. I don't care what you look like on the outside. Look at his kidneys. Black people are dying of Alzheimer's. You know what it's like to start growing to a certain age. Your brain dies, but your body is still alive. Where you can't even remember the family members that's in front of your face. You don't know them by name. You ever notice how we start getting older and we start losing our memory and we try to remember things and we keep forgetting and keep forgetting and keep forgetting, waiting for things to come back? That's early stages of dementia. One foot in the grave. Tomorrow's not promised. Not only is tomorrow not promised, but if you do wake up, ain't nothing going on but the rent. You got to have a J-O-B. You got different people out there. Some people working on getting a house, their first house. And some people sit up there working on getting Section 8. Some people want to be homeowners. And some people want Section 8. Some people want to put in an application for a job. And some people is trying to get their own clothing line. Some people are out here being independent rappers, making money off of YouTube. There's some people sitting around, running around, chasing these New York rappers, wanting to be down like brandy ass niggas, hoping that a nigga put them on. How the fuck a nigga gonna put you on that ain't on? How a nigga gonna put you on that's not on? Not getting sea salt or Himalayan salt, idle ice is bad. At the hydrate, you keep in good hydration and keeping good bowel movement, help stop dementia, help stop to mention. Okay, I don't understand what the hell you said. When this light is going over my screen and hitting my glasses, it's making me read. Most foods in America are banned in other parts of the world. Of course they are. Of course they are. Because it's poison. I said that on my last live. Hassan, can you bring up the 1954 Bilderberg meeting You stuck on the root chakra. You just a NPC. Whatever chakra I'm stuck on, I'm the best at it in that chakra. Whatever chakra I'm stuck on, I'm still the best of the best. Now just imagine if all my chakras was in line, smart ass. Now just imagine if all my chakras was in line, just how powerful I would be. Look at how powerful I am right now. Fish oil and elderberries. Let me tell you something, man. If World War III don't get you, the alien invasion will. If World War III don't get you, the alien invasion will. If the alien invasion won't get you, the big earthquakes that's coming is going to get you. If the earthquake don't catch you, you better watch out for the tsunamis. If the tsunamis don't get you, you better work. It's like we can keep on going on. Just make sure you pay attention to that emergency broadcasting system. That's going to tell you 5 minutes to 10 minutes before you die that you lucky if you got 24 hours to live. So you could do like you see in the movies. Because the reality of it is the rich, they're already preparing their bunkers. They're already filling their bunkers up. You don't have enough money to have a doomsday bunker. You don't even know what areas to go to have a doomsday bunker. Right in front of our faces, we are witnessing people with doomsday bunkers who put they got food supplies in them bunkers to last 100 years, some 1,000. That's how much supplies they have. Then it makes you think when you read these biblical stories talking about how people are going to be released from the earth and when out, how, like the Gog and the Magog. Like when the Gog and the Magog is released, the havoc that they're going to cause on earth. Now the Gog and the Magog is supposed to be locked in this earth. And when the Gog and the Magog come out, you're not going to be able to kill them. But you'll sit up there and say, this is a mystery. This is a lie. This is a story in the Bible. I don't believe it. But right in front of your eyes, we have militaries that have underground doomsday bunkers with military weapons. So let me ask you a question. Being that we know that there's nothing new up under the sun, is there a possibility that on this earth there is a people of ancient time who's locked inside the earth because maybe there was a pole shift and what was up went down, but they still underneath safe? Maybe a possibility that when some of the water, the land shakes, it'll open an interest for these people to come back outside of the earth. They stored up food the same way people storing up food today and going into the caves. Is there a possibility that the people of Babylon or times that outdate our times, is there a possibility that these people are going to come back? Inquiring minds want to know. In words of Dane Calloway, I just came here to make you think. Hooch sponsoring this war. Thank you, family. Appreciate you. Strobe Light, thank you, family. Appreciate you. Thank you for sponsoring this war. It's something to think about. Just remember something. Everything that they ever taught us was a lie. Everything that they've ever taught us was a lie. Still to this day, I'm trying to figure out, is the Gog and the Magog right in Hadith, Quran? Wicked. Could the Gog and the Magog, could that be China and Russia invading America? The thought of these evil people. Yeah, why my screen keep going out? The thought. Wow, I logged out and came back in and we got 4,100 people in the building. Grimy. The thought of evil old men with nuclear weapons is scary. Yep, I logged out, came back in. We jumped to 4,100, and now they done pulled us back down to 37. See the games? Watch the movie Cabin in the Woods with the tree giants of the earth. I like the original Cabin of the Woods. There's two. They just made a new one. I like the original Cabin in the Woods with the dude that played Thor. The original Cabin in the Woods is better than this new one that they made. They bit off that shit. I like the original Cabin in the Woods with the dude that playing Thor. Because it might seem like a fairy tale, but when you sit back and analyze that movie and how deep the movie was, how the dude that was smoking weed, the old school weed, not this new poison shit that y'all smoking. The weed that y'all smoking of today is not the weed of yesterday. Y'all can pay me to take that shit. Your live has been tripping out for the last hour, glitching, muted, and delayed. Wow. Well, you know what? Everybody that's watching me, that watch this live, y'all make sure y'all go over to Snotbox TV, because I'm about to leave this channel alone for a little while anyway, because the reality of it is, this is the channel that they focused on. This is the channel that they want to take. This is the channel that they stopping me from getting 1 million subscribers. I've been at 400,000 and some change for a long time. They won't let me get to the 500,000 mark. The Euphrates is bone dry. That land is not there. It will no longer aid them. The Euphrates River is dry, and that's part of the sides of the time. And there will be hell on earth when the 4 horses of apocalypse start running through this earth. There will be hell on earth. There will be hell on earth when the trumpets is blown. And the trumpets is slowly being blown. That's why we on the verge of World War III. God is not going to protect you when you are being disobedient. We done turned our backs on the laws of God. We done turned our backs on the laws of the universe. We done turned our backs on the laws of nature. And all we know is unlawlessness. And the only thing black people have left in America is fucking hip hop. And like Nas told you, hip hop been dead. Unique Money, yo, love your platform. You speak from the heart with no filter. Question: Cam and Mace, you think they own taking checks from the same hand in Gillie and Wallow? Not the amount, but the source. Of course they are. Of course they are. You don't need a check to sit up here and put a video on YouTube. But you got to understand something. When you go through the door, you have to be controlled. I say what the fuck I want to say, And if I get a copyright, I get a copyright. If they take my channel, they take my channel. But what them dudes is different. Everything stops. They do shows. I don't do shows. They're still. You got to understand, them stages that Cameron's still performing on, them stages that Mace still performing on, those are still owned by the same people. Make sure y'all go over to Snotbox TV. Shout out to everybody that's on my Patreon. Y'all make sure y'all support me on patreon.com, Hassan Campbell. As a matter of fact, 9 times out of 10, I don't even know if I'm keeping this live up, because the reality of it is, talking about these topics right here is a sensitive topic. It's a sensitive situation. And the reality of it is that I'm being targeted. You ever notice that you never see academics touching on these topics that I touch on? That's what makes my platform better than his platform, and he knows that. And this is why my platform is constantly under attack. Act told me face to face, he said, yo, you can't talk about that shit that you talk about. And I looked at him and said, no, you can't talk about that. Yo, Haas, I hope and pray that the nigga do the same thing to him that he did to that little child. I hope and pray that them niggas in jail do the same thing to him and worse than what he did to that child. I don't give a fuck about his gift of gab, to him being a speaker. All that nigga did was steal young Pharaoh's style and Dr. York shit, and all them soothsayers. All the soothsayers got one thing in common: they love to touch children. And then y'all worship these niggas because they sound so dope. Spitting regurgitated shit that came from Dr. York. That nigga don't even have his own identity. He stole young Pharaoh's whole style and added a sauce of Dr. York, then get on the internet and talk all this mumbo jumbo bullshit. MBK Reese, thank you for sponsoring this wall, family. Appreciate you. Good question. Yo, why Gillie ain't using his influence to find the killer of his son? Because in order to find the killer of his son, he got to start with the contract that he signed. I guess the first nigga he got to kill is the nigga that he was standing next to, Wallow. It is what it is. Hit that like button, share button, subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. We out. Stay tuned, though. I might go live again.